Count them up.
A lot of buzz about a potential bounce back for the Utah Utes. Over under win total at FanDuel Sportsbook set at 7.5 wins. Over -164, under +134. We are bringing in Devin Dampier. We are bringing in it's similar to what we get. Where else? What we have in Oklahoma. We're John Mateer, Ben Arbuckle. We're doing the same thing here where we're getting our offensive coordinator and our quarterback from New Mexico. So Devin Dampier comes over, tries to bring some life into an offense that was, sort of haunted by the ghost of Cam Rising over the course of the last 2 years. Hopefully you get some better injury luck, which has kind of been an issue on the whole roster over the last 2 seasons. What are you doing with this Utah team?
So I feel like this is similar to the Mike Gundy line of thinking. When are you going to, continue to see Utah struggle after one season that didn't meet their standards? Or are we going to go right back to the standard that even in the Pac-12 was compete for conference championships? Because I remember last year, almost unanimously, if you asked Cover 3 Pod or anybody involved with college football, like who has the best chance to own the Big 12 without Oklahoma and Texas, it was Utah.
Yep.
Like their physicality, the style of play. Devin Dampier, I know Tom has been a big fan of his. A little bit concerned about that he has to take the next step as a passer, but we're all aware he was an over 1,000-yard rusher last season as well. Like I think that's where that could really provide a spark to this offense. Now he's got to stay healthy. You mentioned the issues they've had. That concerns me mildly. Like if he gets hurt, all bets are off the table, but that's not almost every team. You have to take that in consideration. So I had them 1.5 games over. I had them at 9-3. I'm bullish on the Utes this season, kind of getting back to the standard that Kyle Whittingham set for them, pretty much since he's been there.
Was it Devontae Booker? Is that an old Utah running back?
Yeah, I think so.
When I see a really good offensive line, when I see a defense that is, big, good size, good experience, especially at linebacker, I think that they don't need to have some kind of wide open passing attack. I mean, this can be a Utah team that wins with physicality at the line of scrimmage. Devin Dampier doesn't need to throw the ball 35 times a game. Maybe it is a little bit more of utilizing his legs in the ground game. I think that this is the continuity advantage for him. They're not going to ask him to do something that he can't do. They're going to ask him to clean up some of the mistakes that he made last year as they take a step up in competition from the Mountain West to the Big 12. I gave him wins against Cal Poly, Wyoming, Colorado, and Cincinnati. Colorado and Cincinnati being home games. Salt Lake City being, for my money, one of the toughest road environments you've got. Then, not a lot of surefire losses, but not a lot of surefire wins. Another big volatility, the team for me. The at UCLA game, while I will, let's see, we're in minute 52. While I might complain about this 11 p.m. Eastern time kickoff on the Saturday of week 1 when we're doing Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night, fired up for what it means for both of those teams. Could absolutely see that game going either way. If they're able to pull it over as a win to their side, huge for this win total. Same goes for the home games against Texas Tech and Arizona State. If they are, generating some buzz, if the muss, that student section, is coming out and making a lot of noise, you could have a Utah team that enters the second half of the schedule sitting on a 5-1, sort of shooting up in the top 25 and really maybe being a factor in the Big 12. I'm not going to jump all the way to the 9+ -164 is not something I'm excited to bet. But yeah, throw me down at 8-4. Throw me down as Utah as an over on this one.
Did you see they are almost a touchdown favorite against UCLA? I was kind of surprised the number was that big. I put that down as a W almost. And I had it before, and then I was like, oh yeah, definitely. Like I put it down in pen, not pencil. I would come back to haunt us for sure.
I'm not. Hey, I am not putting that one down in.
The other thing too about Kyle Whittingham, they always have one of the best front sevens. In the Pac-12, they always kind of were the top tier of them, and I think that would carry over. And they haven't hit the portal much, which tells me they feel pretty good about their defense.
Yeah, I mean that's Morgan Scalley, who's the coach in waiting there. That's his bread and butter. He gets to carry on the legacy, which is why Kyle Whittingham got the job and has held on to the job. That is the identity of Utah football in the 21st century. I'm 100% still expecting them to have that. I will not have Utah -7 as a lock on the Week 1 Locks podcast. That one's a live bet city if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, it is.
All right.